And I mean, when you go back to the middle of summer when the One Big Beautiful Bill was passed, I mean, that fight in particular probably has to stand out as a moment where the Freedom Caucus really flexed to get that bill as conservative as possible. I mean, there are wins in there when you talk to various policy experts around Washington, D.C., particularly about Medicaid reforms. They sit there stunned to think that this town actually moved in a conservative manner on, programs that have largely just been untouched, and they've grown to such an extreme amount.
Well, yeah, when you talk about the initial number that they gave us, they were going to try to save $300 million.
300,
yeah, over 10 years.
Million.
Over 10 years.
Yeah.
And we got it to 1.5
trillion,
which is still
$1.6 trillion.
Still pathetic.
Absolutely.
When you look at the annual debt and deficit, but when you go from $300 billion to $1.5 trillion, that's a big number. And so that's how bad this town is. Even when you rally a group who are willing to use political force, that it's still pathetic, but it is a jump, and it does show that you can move the needle up here in D.C.
And frankly, that $1 trillion out of Medicaid is huge because healthcare costs are what's driving the debt and the deficit.
Yeah, I mean, I think the evidence was best said by Scott Bessent after we passed I guess they're calling it the Working Families Job Act now, but after we passed it, he said on national news that this bill was made incredibly better by the Freedom Caucus. And I mean, and the truth is, behind the scenes, it wasn't easy. It was a mess. It was difficult. It was challenging. There were some heated conversations, a lot of posturing, a lot of threats against us, but we stood firm, and we forced this conference to pass the most conservative bill possible.